morning, soul family. It's a hot Saturday morning. Happy, happy. Okay, I just saw one dove flew around and headed across the lake over towards the desert. One. Prophecy, soulmate connection, fulfillment, take a breath, relax. Hope. And right when I said that, another bird came and landed on the palm tree in front of me. What are you? Right now people are playing hide and seek, and it's really frustrating. So I'm going to just wait until I see what wants to present itself. I'm going to tell you guys a story that I'm not even certain that I understand. My spiritual twin might understand it, but I don't think, maybe even on a physical level. Maybe it's only on a spiritual level. But I have to say it. So right now, it's a very interesting reading. If you want to choose your items, I'm just going. I mean, you know how I do things. I just go with it, right? I just go with what Spirit gives me. Now I'm going to show you the water right now. The water is, it's actually got ripples all the way across it, and it's like wind blown. Like the whole surface of the water is disturbed. Okay? Big ripples all the way across from one side of the lake to the other. And I don't know if you can see that, but right up front, I'm going to go outside. There must be a reason we're going outside. Lily won't eat any of her food, like any of her food. Her hair's matting up, and I'm having to cut big mats off of her hair. She won't eat. I don't sleep with her anymore. I don't sleep with Liger anymore either. I put them both out of my room at night because they disturb me. So both of them have to go. And this one, I feel like Lily, I don't know who Lily represents. I'm not certain anymore. I get so confused. I almost feel like she's a male, female in one. This one, she's very spoiled. She's very beautiful. She acts like she's helpless because she has no claws, right? She can't hurt anybody with those because she's had her claws removed. But she was on the streets alone and survived for months and months. And now that she's taken care of, she won't eat anything. And she acts like she's gonna die, right? And she almost did when she got here. So she's like a privileged one who went out there and did it on her own, but when she got back in and was cared for, she isn't able to take care of herself. She's desperate for attention. She will sometimes eat food if I talk to her and tell her she's a good girl the whole time, but only just a little bit. It's mostly just attention. So she's desperate for my attention, anyone's attention. But then after a little while, she'll bite me. And Liger is doing the same thing. So, okay, what are we supposed to see out here? It's hot. It's freaking hot. So the water, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the one boat went across now, so that's why the water's going to change. So a boat must have gone by to cause a ripple, okay? But the fact that the top surface of the water is completely rippled means that there's a breeze going down there below that we can't feel yet here. So there's a wind changing. There's a dragonfly. Hold on to your dreams. See past the illusion. Okay, so there's a wind across the emotional waters stirring things up that we can't quite see yet. So that's why I'm going to say what I have to say, because I don't quite understand it. There's a V in the sky. I don't know if you guys see that. There's a V. Another dove. Now the dove came back to me. Okay, the dove went away, dove came back to me. I'm just going with this. Liger driving me crazy this morning, wanting my attention desperately, but only after I got a video from a friend in Wisconsin did he start. He started desperately crying and crying and crying and crying and wanting my attention. I said, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You know, it didn't matter what I did. He just kept crying. And I said, God, all you want is my attention. That was the message. Because it was, there were two, remember? The karmic soulmate and then the regular one. And one just wanted attention. And I kept saying, I see you, I see you, I see you. But what was funny was the video that I was sent was of that person playing the drums, the Congo drums. He doesn't normally play the drums. He normally plays the guitar. So he was doing something different. And the song that I was sent to me by his friend and bandmate. And it's an Eagles song. I love the Eagles. That's the group I grew up with. I grew up with the Beach Boys and the Eagles. Think about that. The Eagles represent spirit. The Beach Boys, that's who I grew up with. That's from my old school. Okay, they did it yesterday. All right, so they did it yesterday. Love it. I love the Eagles. So right when I said they did it yesterday, okay, I asked him, when did you play this? Because I thought it might be an old recording. So they did it yesterday. Just stop. Just stop. You need to stop. He's literally driving me insane. He won't stop. Liger. Like, not at all. He's got a skin condition. Whoever he is going to drive my spiritual twin insane. He's got a skin condition. I've got medicine for him. But if you guys, I mean, I'm going to show it to you. It's flaky. Okay, it's flaky. He's flaky. Okay, this guy is flaky. He represents this one. Okay? The tiger lion. And in your life, I don't know who he represents. You guys are just supposed to intuitively go with this, okay? That's what I'm doing. I'm just intuitively going with it. You need to stop. Yeah, you need to stop. You need to stop. You're right next to me. You're right next to me. Right? It's enough. It's enough. Stop. He's wearing, Liger's wearing a necklace. It's interesting because Lily has one on too. He's got black lava stone, and he's got rutilated, what do you have? Rutilated agate? See, he doesn't want me touching him. It's interesting. It's okay. He's itchy like crazy, so he's itching. So it's driving him crazy too. That's why he's crying. And what's happening is his hair is starting to come out. Whoever needs to get this message is going to get this message. Where's the brush? Okay. So when I touched his neck, it drove him crazy. It's okay. Relax. Relax. It's okay. Okay. So, because it's itching him. So something's under his skin. I know, baby. I know. See, I'm not mad at Liger. If you guys are like, don't be mean to him. I'm not mad at him. He's giving me a message. So this is his necklace that he wears. Black lava stone. And it's got a fish. But it doesn't have a live fish. It has a dead fish. It's just a skeleton. He wears a skeleton around his neck. Come here. Liger, you're going to need to go out. Come here. Go. Go. And her too. See, she's starting again. See, she's ripping her hair out. She's ripping her hair out. She did this last year too. Okay, come on. You're gonna go outside too. You're both gonna go. See, this is what's gonna happen. They're both leaving. Nope, you're both going. Go. So they represent two people. Okay? She's losing her hair. He's losing his hair. Actually, he's got itchy skin. She's losing her hair. And it's like mats. She had mats on her stomach that I went to rub her stomach, and I thought, what is going on? Why are you not taking care of yourself? Why are you not grooming yourself? Right? And she's got these balled up mats on her stomach, so I started to cut the mats out. And I have to be really careful because she's got loose skin on her tummy. Loose skin. And it's so soft, and when you get too close to it, you can't quite tell if the skin and the hair are the same. It's different. You got to be really, really careful. So I don't cut too close to the skin. So I cut the mats away, and then I kind of broke them up, and that way it would loosen it up for her. So she's gonna pull that out. Last year she ripped all the skin, all the hair from her stomach out. She pulled it all out. She was bald last year. This is gonna tell somebody something I know. So clearly somebody has got cancer or had cancer, and somebody else has a skin condition. Whoever this represents, they both have got to go. I told you that Liger, I know, and then I get this song, right? And I kept saying, all you want is attention. Okay, so the song, I'll let you guys hear it. Here we go, let's see. It's the Eagles. All right, ready for this? Actually, I'll show it to you. Okay, the guy, the bald guy, he sent it to me. Okay. Peaceful, easy feeling. Okay, so what I wake up, I'm thinking about the dream, my dreams, which were very spiritual. They were very, very spiritual. And what was so interesting about the dreams is I know that they were spiritual. I was in them. I was being shown things. And then as I woke up, I was not allowed to pull them back. They were definitely from my higher self. My higher self knew what was going on. That's why I'm telling you, I'm just going on automatic pilot with everything I'm seeing, and I'm just going to go with it. I went to sleep last night with all of these crystals in my hands. All of them. Okay? So now I'm going to have to... One of these crystals is unlike the others. God. Remember yesterday? The one crystal stands alone? Right? One of these crystals is unlike all the others. Okay. And I think maybe this will give me a clue. CAVENSITE. Okay, so CAVENSITE. You guys are like, what is she on about? This is how I do it. This is how I do it. It's blue CAVENSITE. Okay? Blue CAVENSITE. And the blue CAVENSITE wasn't here. Okay? I didn't sleep with blue CAVENSITE last night. I didn't sleep with either cat. I slept alone. I just held on to my crystals. Now remember, we got the underestimated sparrow was going to leave. He says, all I have is this one crystal. And we said, all you need is that one crystal. You're going to leave. You're going to take that one crystal because it's yours. And from that crystal, the dragon will be born and everything will expand from that. That's all you need is that one crystal. That keeps going around and around and around. Okay, so here we go. I went to sleep with smoky quartz, ghost quartz, which is howlite, and I'm wearing howlite earrings, which is interesting to me. A wolf howls. Ghost. The name of this band is called Coyote Ghost. Okay? Smoky quartz and laser light quartz. I'm telling you, I had all of those in my left hand, and then I had these in my right hand, which is lithium lepidolite, the double-speared amethyst, and the angelite quartz. This is the one about relationships that have been broken up, right? You want to bring them back together, and this is to stop people that are trying to break the relationships up. And then this is the blue CAVENSITE. It's only right there. It's just very small. If you didn't look close enough, you would miss it. And look what's right next to it. This is really interesting. Come on. Fool's Gold, pyrite. And then I added the 2 little selenite crystals because the pyrite needed to be cleansed and charged. Do you see the lion's face right there? Do you see it? Or is it a cougar's face? Or is it a tiger face? Dude, seriously, I gotta bring this in. Sometimes you only see it when you back away, and maybe it was the lighting. Come on, help me out here, please. I'm trying to figure this out. Now I don't see it. So one of the things, you have to look closely or you won't see it. And another thing, if you look too close, you won't see it. There it is again. There it is again. I see it now. So one item, or one thing, you know what it is? It's a cheetah. It's a cheetah. I see it really clearly. Can you see it? How can I do this so you guys can see this? We have so many messages today. There's its nose, there's its eye, there's its other eye. Can you see it? It's a cheetah. So the cheetah is between the two selenite wands. Selenite is what charges and cleanses every other crystal. This is just a composite of God knows what, granite probably, right? Which is solid, rock solid, and a little tiny star. It's a blue star. Those are the choices that you have. I know I'll get my messages later. Thanks for being a part of this because you're helping me. So you get to choose between this, 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 and this. Liger was wearing lava stone and rutilated agate. I swear this is rutilated agate. I might be wrong. Hold on, that makes a big difference. Let me pull out what it means. I know what the lava stone means. Something happened in Hawaii that broke somebody's heart. And that ever since then, they have not been able to get over it. It had to do with the relationship. Come on, show me the freaking stone. I have so many crystals here. No, it's not carnelian. Thank you for being patient, you guys. This is helping me. It's going to help other people too. They just have to figure out what it means. Come on. And see, look at, I'm looking, we have to look for it, right? There's something that you got to look for. Lava stone. I'm going to bring that out because we have to talk about that. Somebody was affected by what happened in Hawaii. And I had to kick them both out in order for me to figure this out, right? Think about it. I had to kick Liger and Lily both out of here. Liger wouldn't stop meowing. Lily wouldn't stop meowing. They're both screaming at me. They're both screaming at me. They're both pulling at me energetically. I'm almost certain it's rutilated agate. Let me see. What is this? Come on. Help me out, please. Agate. Okay. Striped agate. Thank you. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, striped agate. We need to look up the meaning of striped agate. What, he just sent me another video? Yellowstone declares state of emergency. Yellowstone is where my twin had a close encounter with the silver wolf. Yellowstone declares state of emergency as Fisher sparks urgent park closure. Whoa, check it out. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh my God. Shoot. Hold on. This is, how can I do this? There was a bear. He just randomly sends me these videos. It's bizarre. Like, it's really bizarre. Okay. Do you see him? Wait. You'll see it. Come on. There's a turtle. Yesterday, my landlord found a turtle, a rare tortoise, walking through the gates of Canyon Lake. And we're like, what the hell? A rare tortoise shows up in the gates of Canyon Lake. And it was about 120 years old, so it's an old soul. And it just showed up here. Okay, come on. Sorry, you guys have got to watch this. Why am I looking at the military? Because I'm looking at the bear. Okay, hold on. Where's the bear? The bear's going to show up. It's going to be really obvious. I was talking to you guys the whole time this was going, and I didn't realize he had sent it to me. Okay. And the bear was really obvious. It was the shape of a cloud. It wasn't a bear on the ground, if you guys are worried about. That's pretty gnarly, though. You know, especially in the summertime. People going to Yellowstone Park and the volcano blows up. It's been wanting to blow for quite a while. It's been under pressure. Think of the song Under Pressure by, what's his name? Come on, where's the bear? Is it there? Under pressure, under pressure. Who sings it? I know it's not Rod Stewart. What's his name? The blonde guy, though. David Bowie? Under pressure? Come on, show me the freaking... Wow, you guys. It just freaking blew. Under pressure. Gnarly. Oh my God, the poor animals. Because the ash is going to go all over and smother everything. And it goes for miles and miles. I wonder if they're showing me the actual park or if they're showing something else. It's 100-foot fissure, sparks urgent evacuation. No, I guess that's more than 100 feet. So we're getting messages, you guys. Yellowstone was where the silver wolf was sighted by my twin soul. Close encounter of a silver wolf. And it's been under pressure for a long time, and it just exploded. It couldn't handle it anymore. Couldn't handle the pressure. Couldn't be contained. Couldn't be contained. God, that looks like a ghoul coming up out of the earth. I don't know why we're not seeing the... There it is. There's its face. There's its eyes. There's its nose. What's going on with the bear? Going in, but that wasn't the one I saw, even though... Okay, I'm gonna have to just keep watching it until I see it again. Damn it. Remember now the things. Liger has lava stone, which is connected to the one that was playing the drums. That's where he had the problem in Hawaii with the lava stone. He's holding a dead fish skull around its neck, but it's got a crystal eye. The eye is crystal. Well, you're going to have to trust me that there was a bear because we have to get on with the reading. Have you chosen? Is it this one, this one, this one, or this one? I'm taking these last two. Gosh, I don't want to take these last two. I have to. I've said it. All right, we're going to go. We're going to go. At 22 minutes in, we go to our first message. Okay, we're going to work with way too many decks, no doubt. Retreat. Okay, it's time to go on a retreat. No freaking kidding. No freaking kidding. I know this. Spirit wants us to relax, wants us to get into a state of meditation, wants us to possibly pull back, which is why I threw both of those cats out because they're driving me nuts. And get us into a place where we can calm down and relax. That's why we saw the dove. The dove flew away towards the desert. I want to go to Sedona. And remember, the dove flew away towards the desert. In the back of my mind, I keep hearing, when you see the rain or the color green, ooh, that's interesting. When you see the rain or the color green, don't listen to what your higher self tells you. Listen to a higher counsel. Isn't that funny? And look at the rain, and there's green. Okay, so I don't get to go to Sedona. That dove went to the desert, but then it came back, remember? Back to me. So that's me right now, changing my mind because Spirit told me, and I really want to go there. So I'm going to heed wise counsel, and I'm not going to let myself go. Remember, the ancient turtle, the turtle is one that has its home on its back, right? It carries its home up. But this wasn't just a turtle. This was a tortoise. And the tortoise is one of the most ancient symbols. I'm going to move this away because I keep looking at it and it's driving me crazy. And there's a message. Remember the karmic soulmate? The karmic soulmate that you want to stop. You stop looking at it. You don't look at it. You don't talk about it. It's karmic. And they always keep trying to come back. They keep trying to infect you. Remember I told you that when I touched Liger, I got that infection on my skin from touching him, and he represented that one. So that's the karmic soulmate. I already know that. I just wanted to see what the message is. But I guess it's more dangerous. We've got to be careful because so right now we cut cords. I'm cutting cords to that karmic soulmate because he won't let me go. Right? They're battling. I told you these two princes kneel before me. One's got diamonds in his pockets. Wants to buy me rockets. But give me rockets. Think about give me rockets, not buy me rockets. Give me rockets. Rockets that take you to the moon. The moon that we love like our brother. Okay, but he's not in his right head right now. The other one says, if you want to talk to me for hours, if you want to sing, if you want to give me gifts, if you want, so the other one wants me to give to them. And what did I say to Liger? All you want is attention. And when the tortoise shows up, this is all to do with everything. The giant tortoise that's, my landlord's riding his bike through the neighborhood, and he sees this giant tortoise. I'm going to share it later. It's crazy. And I said, that guy was at least 120 years old. He was huge. And he was just out on his own. And I said, you know, it was crazy. The tortoise symbolizes longevity, simplicity, slowing down enough to really pay attention. This is what happens when we go into meditation, right? They can sleep up to 16 hours a day. So this one went out because he needed to get his plants that he wanted. So it symbolizes simplicity. They carry their shells on their back and they have all they need with them. This is the biggest message. They remind us of the importance of making good use of what we have and embracing simple abundance. A master in meditation, simplicity, everything. Remember I said I've got a lot of stuff in here, and simple is better. So when the tortoise shows up, it's telling you to embrace the simplicity, to slow down, pay attention to the opportunities that surround you and the abundance that you already have. Remember that bird. Oh my God, that underestimated sparrow. Oh my God, all I have is this one egg. That's all you need, that one crystal. That belongs to you. Now I'm going to stop for a second and I'm going to tell you the dream. I go to sleep, I'm holding all of these stones, right? All of these. I wake up from after the first dream, which I can't recall right now, and I put these ones away. So when we finish, I'll tell you the next part. When we finish this reading, I'll understand possibly why. So we're supposed to pay attention to what we have, the simple things, right? The tortoise has an excellent sense of smell, good eyesight, and they're very, very sensitive. Even their shell is sensitive. So they are very awake and aware. They are turtles. Tortoises are turtles, but not all turtles are tortoises. Okay? So it's like all men are not created equal. I'm sorry. Remember the one crystal that stood alone? That one crystal was different than all the rest? That's what this is talking about. They're a land dweller that can't swim, while turtles spend most of their time in the water. So when I looked up, now this is a very simple explanation of the tortoise totem, because it's actually quite a bit deeper. They're slow, but they're steady. The tortoise resembles the Knight of Pentacles, which is a vegetarian, which is called the guardian angel. Okay? They are the ancient wisdom seekers. They're a thoughtful but focused treasure hunter. And what's interesting is they carry their map on their back. They roam the desert in quest of this long forgotten treasure. So it's talking about this totem leading you to undiscovered treasures. If you tap into the deep meditative self, you're going to be taken to lands filled with treasure. You're going to be taken all over the place. You'll be taken to spirit. You'll be taken to ancient lands. And this is going to challenge. What your challenge is when you go to this place, is to bring that. How can you bring that back with you? What can I do with what I see? See, the dream that I had last night, that's what I got. I was taken to ancient lands in my dream. My challenge is to bring back what I got. How can I bring it back and work with what I got? I'm getting the loudest messages as I speak. I can't even tell you. Also, the tortoise makes his home wherever he decides to stop. Remember the peaceful, easy feeling? We're going to go to that. I like the way sparkling earrings lie against your skin so brown. I want to sleep with you in the desert tonight with a million stars all around. I said to my twin, all I want is a truck, a futon on the back, and to sleep under the stars. I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down because I'm already standing on the ground. And I found out a long time ago what a woman can do to your soul, but she can't take you in any way you don't already know how to go. I got chills all over my body right now, and I don't know why. If you can see them, they're everywhere. They actually really hurt on my legs. I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down because I'm already standing on the ground. I got this feeling I may know you as a lover and a friend. This voice keeps whispering in my other ear, tells me I may never see you again. Remember the whispers? Angels whisper. You need to listen very carefully, or you might not understand what they're saying. Remember I told you when you get a whisper in your right side, it doesn't mean it's coming from the dark. It depends on what you're thinking about. How are you feeling? This one's saying, this voice keeps whispering in my other ear. So your light side, you're accepting, but your right side, you may not, thinking it might be something that's leading you astray. But what is your feeling in your heart when you get those whispers? This is an angel whispering in your ear. I get a peaceful, or is it? Or is it? Is there someone else in that desert that's whispering in your ear? I don't know. It's for you to figure it out. But I get a peaceful, easy feeling. And I know you won't let me down because I'm already standing on the ground. Okay, the feeling is of peace. It's a good feeling. So you have found something here in your retreat where you've connected with your heart. There's healing and there's love. There is rain and there is green. I am not going to Sedona right now. We now go to the Universal Love deck. Creativity. Okay, now you're in your emotional waters. You're surrounded by the color of your sacral chakra, which is your seat of sexual energy and creativity. You know what you're holding on to right here? You're holding on. You're holding on to the genie bottle. Remember yesterday the magician was ignoring the genie bottle in the sand? Well, now this one's got it in their hand. They've listened to their higher self. They've paid attention to what they got in their dreams. And you've picked it up. And there's two fish one fish is jumping out of the water after that. She's looking at that. She's noticing that fish. That fish. Or did that fish just jump out of there? See how that comes down? Did that fish just jump down? Or is that fish going to jump in? They're connected. That fish and her wish, they're the same. I know that. There's other fish in the sea, but she's looking at that one. That one is connected to her wish. Okay? So what is it? Remember, oh my God, I've only got one crystal. That's all you need. Whatever it is that you have, you're not paying enough attention to it. You're not recognizing the gift that it is. So it's some kind of creative energy or sexual energy, which is the seat of motivation that's surrounding you. Are you going to allow spirit to use you as a channel? Look at the water coming down. This is energy. This is energy coming out. Are you going to allow that light to flow through you? Are you going to pay attention? If your answer is yes, and mine is, open your heart. Let go of any self-judgment, because we start limiting ourselves with what we believe about ourselves. And allow these colors to flow through. These colors, the solar plexus and the sacred colors. Now look, yellow. I am worthy. I can do anything I set my mind to. Seat of sexual energy, creativity. I have the ability. The color blue, the truth. The white coming up behind, innocence, purity. This is about singing your own song. This is about your own music, right? Not the one that somebody else sends you. This is about your divine song. This is about dancing your dance, expressing your feelings, your emotions. You're supposed to be the light. You are the light. Your dream, you're holding your dream in your hand, or you're looking at your dream. This is connected. These two are connected. This is your divine dream. Unconditional, loving energy between this. Now's the time to focus on you. Okay? At 33 minutes in, we go to the next. Now in my dream, I don't know. I woke up in the middle of the night. I don't know what. Liger came. The ghost quartz right here. The coyote howling, the trickster, came in the middle of the night right next to my bed, and he woke me up, and I put him out. So then when I came back, I put these crystals away, and I picked up these two. This is the amethyst spear, the double-headed spear. Remember? See it right there? They're joined as one. And the lepidolite lithium muscovite mica. It's lepidolite mica, actually. This is the one that helps you concentrate. This is the one that helps you avoid distractions. Remember the one whispering in my ear, I want to hear my angels. I don't want to hear the dark side, right? This helps you not be distracted. It's also a protective stone. It's also very beautiful, helps you sleep, because I needed to go back into my dream, right? So I go back into my dream, and it begins the next. And it was deep again, and I'm telling you, I can't pull it back. Merlin. This is the mentor. Remember, there was going to be a wise teacher that was going to come forward. Remember yesterday, Raziel was standing at the front of the cave? Now, Raziel could represent a male or a female, right? And they said, go to the mountain. He said, come, follow me. Follow the light. Here's the light. And then we said there's going to be a wise teacher that's going to show up. Now, what showed up in my it did. What showed up in Canyon Lake yesterday? An old soul, a tortoise that keeps his home on his back, showed up inside the gates of Canyon Lake. I mean, you could see a tortoise maybe out in the country, or, you know, somebody, but in the streets of Canyon Lake, he showed up. That you need to pay attention to, the messages you got from Tortoise. Now look, he's holding a staff, and on the staff he's got a crystal ball. He's able to see. He's got 3 fairies. Wow! The 3 fairies that I put aside, that's what I remembered. I said, leave the 3 fairies behind. When I put these down, leave them behind. Now they're lit up. Now these fairies have turned into lights, fairy lights. He's looking at them here. So someone has come to teach you the old ways. I'm going to love this reading. Oh my God. If I could like give myself a star to keep it at the top. They show up as lights, and he's looking, he's considering, right? They're talking to him. He's got a cloak. He's been in meditation. This is the hermit who's been thinking. He's gone deep. He was also the magician. Remember, he was juggling those 3 balls, those rainbow balls. And they're saying, no more juggling. Listen to us. Follow the light. So he's listening. This ancient one. When he gives you guidance, look at his blue eyes. He or she. Now, remember I said sometimes you look at an old person and you need to listen to what they have to say, but sometimes you look at a very, very young person and you have to listen to what they have to say. Don't be judged by outside appearances. Remember the magician? The magician that was juggling the rainbow balls, and Archangel Raziel was behind and said, stop juggling those balls. You are the magician, but take that top hat off. And I said, remember what's in that top hat? The magician has that top hat on because he can disappear. He's the shapeshifter. He may look like a turtle, a tortoise. He may look like an old man. He may look like fairies, but it's the message that's coming that you need to listen to. Also, that magician comes to us in different ways. He doesn't come to us the way we might understand him. And remember, the person said to me about twin souls, if they've not spoken to you in 2 months, it's not your twin soul. You're wrong. They always speak to us. We just have to listen. We're always connected. You may not see them the way you think. They don't appear as they are. Okay? So here's Merlin. And he tells stories through song. I told you the song. Now, the way I get those songs, it doesn't necessarily mean that the person that sent me those songs is who I'm supposed to focus on. That's the part that can trip us up. Remember? I know that that person that holds on to these lava stones, that has issues with what happened in Hawaii, he's holding a dead fish. But that fish has a crystal. It might appear dead, but that crystal is alive. The magician. The magician. You can make things look like something else, right? Yosemite, and when I was looking at that video, Yosemite blew. Well, Yosemite was where the silver wolf is. The first one, the coyote, that was the black wolf. It blew. It was under pressure, okay? Well, it was meant to blow. So right now what's going on is there are stories that are going to be attracting you right now. You're going to find a mentor, or the mentor is going to find you, okay? This is about you living in tune with spiritual. Oh wow, my left ear just went. This is about spiritual knowledge, and sometimes we don't understand when we get it. It's there. It's in me right now. What I watched in my dreams, it's in me. I'm not recalling a lot of it right now, but it's there. So this is what's going on. This is downloads, like big time downloads. we're going to start looking at what we're getting, and we're going to be reading our messages, and we're going to understand. And what's going to happen is it's going to be shocking, maybe to ourselves, maybe to someone. I haven't said yet what's going to shock, but the messages are very strong. So what we have happening here is we've got a blending. Remember the one that was going to Falada, the horse? Remember the one who's had its rightful name stripped away? Hello, little finch. A finch talks about a great deal of sudden activity. Hello. Hello, you little one. It came to me yesterday. It's come consistently. Things are going to start moving quickly. Whoa, and now there's a couple. There was a boy and a girl. I don't know if you guys caught that dance, but that was a boy and a girl. Okay. So, Falada was her faithful horse and companion. It was a magical horse. But the wicked queen, the stepmother, had the horse's head cut off. Actually, it wasn't the stepmother. It was the false princess that was going to take this one's place. Had the head of the horse cut off. But they still communicated. They were able to communicate. There was the tie could not be cut. Even though they cut communication in the earthly sense, the physical sense, the connection through spirit was not able to be cut. Twins may not be in the physical presence of one another, but their energy is never cut. This is you with spirit, your connection. So you need to trust the messages that are coming, because both worlds are blending, because that's what ended up happening with Falada. Everything was brought back to its rightful owner. Justice was brought about, and Falada, the faithful horse, her companion, the magical one, was living forever in, I'm getting prickles right again in my arms and in my legs. Lived forever. And I just looked at my phone and it said 4141. We'll look that up in a minute. Falada lived forever in this part of this world and part of that world, because once we are awakened, we don't go back to the normal world. We live equally in both worlds. So the number 41 says the angels ask you to keep very positive thoughts, because everything you say and think is manifesting into form, into reality. So right now, trust the messages that you get, the stories, whatever you get through the sky, through the plants, through the volcano explosions, what you see, the pictures, the birds, the animals, the human forms. Things are shape-shifting, right? Remember, this is Merlin, the magician. Remember I said I knew he was in the light. He had that top hat on and he took those goggles off. They were on top of his hat. And then I said, lose the hat, lose the goggles, you don't need them. Take off that tie, that black tie, throw it away. It's choking you, it's around your neck. Get that black cord and remove it. Stop juggling those rainbow balls. Turn around, pick up your treasure, your wish that was lying on the desert, on the sand. And we saw that wish. And the fish and the wish were both the same. They were holding them in each other's hands, remember? This is when we will literally, scrying is going to work at this time. Do you know what scrying is? You find the water with a staff. My body does that. Remember I told you when I went hiking with my friend John? Spirit guides me. I know where to go. I have that in me. It's my Celtic, I swear to God, it's my Gaelic heritage, which is Merlin. Think about it. Lady Galadriel, the Lady of Light, right? I know where the water is. I can find it. So water is emotion. Water is life water, life-giving water. This is about taking long walks to receive our messages. Somebody asked me, my friend Randall, what is it you want to do? I said, you know what I would love? I would love to have a property where I would have people come and I would walk the land. And as I walk, I would give them messages, just like I do like this, because they come to me so fast. But I want to be in the trees. There needs to be creeks and rivers and trees where I could do that. That's the kind of energy that Spirit wants you to work with right now. Okay, now we go. The number 33 I'm supposed to show you. It's about Ascended Masters. I know this is going to be a long reading, you guys. You have a strong and clear connection with one or more Ascended Masters who have answered your call and your prayers. Keep talking to them because they're helping you with this present situation. Well, I work with Michael and Metatron. Those are the two. Metatron brings me the ancient symbols that you see here, and Michael is protecting us. So remember I said take the tie off, you don't need it. You don't need to hide under that hat anymore. You don't need to juggle those 3 rainbow balls. You need to follow the light. So now he's turned around, the magician. He's going to wear the purple, which was a high spiritual color. He was going to wear the black jacket for protection, because we're not stupid, but we don't need to overprotect. And we're going to turn around and follow the light after we pick up our wish. Okay? Then we go, once was innocent. Okay. So this one This is from, what is this deck? This is the Faery Oracle, I think. So you see this one. Okay, so if you were once innocent, and we got it upright. Okay, so if you were once innocent, you didn't know the truth, right? You didn't know, but now you do. You have figured out, you've tasted both sides. You've been with the rainbow community, and you've been with the spiritual community, and you've been with another community. But right now there's a choice. You were told certain things and you believed them. And what you believed in wasn't true. You were told that you were going to grow old, that you were going to die, that you had to work really, really hard in order to get what you wanted. And basically most of the time you can barely tolerate it. And that's just the way it is. Work's not fun. But now you know, you've recognized that that's not the truth. This is your life. You get to choose. You get to drink in those waters. Remember, I know where the water is. Drink in the water. Open your eyes truly, without guilt, without fear, and live your life without shame. No guilt, no fear, no shame. That tie was choking you. Those goggles were blinding you. You're taking them off. You're going to only keep your spiritual clothes on. Those prison pants, you can lose those too. Put on a pair of board shorts, because you're going to surf the big wave of emotion. You're not drowning in that. Your head's underwater, but you're breathing fine, and you're with a mermaid. So the challenges. Yes, there's going to be challenges, but forget the guilt, okay? Because you've got magic. You've got your own magic. And if you're courageous at this time, and you accept who you truthfully are, and the magic that you have, because you are the magician, you're going to draw the right things to you. The right people who are going to echo back with the knowledge that you have. You're going to draw your soul family. You don't fit into places where other people want you to fit, where they tie that tie so tight you can't freaking breathe, where they put psychedelic glasses on your eyes so you don't see the truth. I worked on my twin's crown last night, and I gave you guys a message. I hope you looked in the notes. I said you need to open up your crown. Take that hat off and open up your crown, but you need to protect that crown, because when you take those psychedelics in, you blow your mind so far open that every entity can come in, and it fucks your brain up. You needed to clear and balance your chakras. I worked on my twin. Asked Metatron to come in and clear and balance all those psychedelic lights that were blinding. Because people call themselves, remember that rainbow community I told you, they're a spiritual community, right? Those hippies, they are using drugs to try and reach higher. That is not how we reach higher. We reach higher by going towards the light, not by psychedelic drugs. They blow your mind open. And some people don't come back. Some people don't. I wouldn't. Everyone asked me to take ayahuasca. I said, and I wanted to, and Spirit kept telling me, no. And I thought, what? And so I asked a very, very trusted friend, a deep spiritual friend who is a Native American, and he said, Sherry, your mind is so open already. If you took that, I don't know if you'd come back. It might shatter your mind. Remember my twin? He was brilliant, but he's not in his right mind right now. Not because he's crazy, but because he blew his mind open so far that he was too spiritual. He was too up in the light. He was too floating around in spirit. We can't be in our dream world all the time. It's like playing video games. It's a fantasy. It's not real. We need to come back down to reality. Remember, Falada is forever part in the spirit world and part in this world. But she was part in both. So we need to balance. That's why we call in. That's why I work with Metatron so closely. He needs to make sure that our chakras are balanced and cleared, but balanced. And then we have Michael come in and close it off and shield it and protect it. Now, the magician, he put that top hat on to shield his crown, to protect his crown. He took those goggles off and he put them on top of that hat. But now Spirit said, you're protected. You're protected in a different way. You're protected by the light. There's no need now for you to wear that top hat. You're going to throw that tie that's been choking you, fitting in, trying to dance the dance that everyone else is, the juggling, the rainbow lights. No, that's got to go. You're throwing the goggles away. You're throwing the tie away, which is the cord that's choking you, right? But you still have life. It sucked the life out of you, that cord, that energy that was draining you. Look at the cord. It's black. But you had life in your eyes still, that crystal. So you cut that cord around your neck off. You threw the hat, you threw the goggles, you got rid of those striped prison clothes, you picked up your wish, and you followed after the light. And you do this when you're courageous, and you don't mind because now you're not going to fit in. Do you see all the butterflies, all the transformation all around her? The new moon wishes that you're making? You're sitting on that pillar. You are now sitting on that pillar. You're in purple. You're ready for flight. You can't deny what you have learned. You can't deny what you've experienced. So right now, this is about seeking advice only from people that are in the light. Because you know that those balls, those psychedelic balls that you were juggling, that is not the light. That is false light. It's not the true light. Clear your energy. I did Reiki healing big time and clearing and shielding, but the biggest thing that I did was put a protective shield. Amethyst. This stone, this lepidolite lithium, this calms you. It stops you from being distracted. It stops those whisperings in your ear that are driving you in the wrong direction. It calms you down, helps you focus. This is also protection. The double spear. This helps you sleep. It's protection. It's calming. You don't have to have the black energy. You don't have to have the black energy to protect you. This black tie was killing you. You thought it was protection, but it's not protection. You need to throw that away. Because right now you're going to surround yourself with innocence. You are no longer innocent. You're going to surround yourself with the light from the innocence that you were, the wisdom. Your innocence is not lost. It's not lost, ever. Only thing that's lost is your naivete. And what you believed wasn't stupid. All we are able to understand is what we're able to understand at the time. This is why we're growing here. So now look how high you're on that tall pillar. But you don't want to sit there. This is about telling your truth, acknowledging your experiences, and moving forward. Financial issues. You are way too focused. You're way too freaking focused on that. Spirit said to you yesterday, stop being so focused on material needs. You have that one crystal. Are you going to ever learn? Are you ever going to learn? Or are you going to keep juggling? Are you going to listen to what Spirit's telling you? You'll understand if you go into meditation and listen to your higher self. You're not listening to your higher self right now. You're listening to this magician, the juggler, the manipulator. You don't want to listen to this. Throw this shit away. Turn around and talk to Raziel. He's holding the light. Pick up your wish. It's right there. Yes, pick it up. Get it in your hands. That's all you need. That's all you need, just that one. Connect again if you need to your heart center. Stop stressing about financial issues. It's over. You don't have to worry about that. At 53 minutes, we go to the next pile. The next pile is this one. Now, when I woke up the next time, I put these away and I picked up this. This is about bringing back relationships that are meant to come back into our lives. Relationship with spirit, the true light. Relationship with soul, family. There's fire in there. This also stops those who are trying to break apart relationships that we need. The relationship with your spiritual self and with your soul family. Allure, desire, manipulation. Exactly. Okay, here it is. This is when I go to the next message. There's a house. I live at this house. It's filled with antiques. There's a man that lives in this house with this woman. I don't like the man. He's not nice to me. Another woman comes. And then I see my brother and all of his friends come into the house. I'm standing out. I'm upstairs in my mother's room. I'm watching everything at once because they come in and they bring all of these antiques down to the bottom part of the house and they set it on fire. I'm upstairs on the stairway holding, and I'm in my mother's room, and I don't know what to do. The house is on fire, but I want to grab something of my mother's. I don't want, and all I can think about is there's animals in this house. Look at the blood on the walls. There you are. You're holding on to this goblet. What's in that goblet? It's filled with blood. Look at this crystal. There's blood on those walls. The man died in that fire. I'm on the stairs. The smoke is everywhere. I don't know what to take. I want to take something and so I pick up the family album, Memories. My brother comes to me on the stairs and he says, come on, we gotta go. And I said, there's animals. There's animals in here. They're gonna die. You can't leave them. Come on, we gotta go. And I run out the front door. I'm standing at the front door. Afterwards, it's all over. And this happens. Mom, Aunt Carol is here. I don't look like I'm very, I don't know, I'm scared. But Aunt Carol, she's a cougar. And she looks like she wants to eat me. Mom, Aunt Carol is here. I heard that in my dream. That woman came to me and said, there's a box. The woman gave me a key. The woman gave me a key. And I'm going back to a message that we got. This one. Look at the colors. Pay attention. Other people may not understand this. Somebody will. I'm going to put this here. Look at the colors of the room. Everything is blue in that room. Remember I said that one's holding a key around their neck. What does it go to? And I said, look at the lapis around their wrist. This one's sad. There's no notes here. It's a full moon. There's magic and miracles outside, but there's one right here in front of me. I'm very sad. I don't know what to say. Why does, and they've got prison clothes. Again, look at the prison. Why does that one have a key around their neck? Because that other woman came in, Aunt Carol, and she said, here's a key. There's a box. Go to that box. And what you need is there. I won't tell you where it was because they showed me where it was. And then loud in my head I heard, don't take the money. Don't take the money. It's blood money. Take the crystal. I heard this in my head as I held this crystal. You have one crystal that's yours. Take that. That belongs to you. Did you take your mother's diamond ring? What was it? Allure, desire, manipulation, seduction. Something awful happened there. You're being manipulated. You've been manipulated. The number 8 is infinity. You will be infinitely supplied for. Infinitely supplied for. You don't have to worry. You are worried, but you don't have to worry because you're taken care of. You don't believe that, but it's the truth. I need to find something else. Hold on. Okay. There's way too much focus on material. Because look at that rich house. That was the house that I was in. And I heard that was the house that his money built. He worked for the money in that house. And they burned it down. And I watched the mother and the son and all the antiques, and they had to run. They killed that man. You didn't do it. Your brother and his friends did it. They were there. They were the ones that came in and put everything on fire. But I don't know that they killed that man. I think he disappeared. So right now, this is a message that comes to you to warn you. Because somebody knows what you want, and they've got a plan. We've been told this again and again and again, that somebody has a hidden agenda. Whatever this is that you want, money, status in life. Remember, this person is freaking out about work constantly. But for you, what is it? Sexual satisfaction? Whatever it is, a job. I just keep getting, don't take the money. Don't take the money. That key opens a box that has money. Don't take it. You have one crystal. That's all you need. Death happened in that room. The person that is seducing you right now, they know how to hold you down. They know how to stifle your life force. They're taking your lifeblood. This is what's happening. It's a black cord, and you're almost dead. It's draining your life. It's draining your life. They know what you're vulnerable to. So when you go to that bed, whatever that bed is, it's going to drain you. And it could, I mean, you already saw what happened. Death. And it is not for you that they're doing that. They're doing this for their own satisfaction. So if you want to take a drink of that cup, know that that's your fate. You are able, if you are listening to this whole reading, look at the face. Do you look like you're happy to see your aunt? Mom, Aunt Carol is here. Maybe you are. I don't know. That aunt doesn't look too friendly to me. If you are hearing Spirit's message, you're going to be able to understand now clearly between people who are healthy for you and the ones who are not. The ones who you need to avoid. Do you think that that aunt is healthy for you? I don't think so. Right now, you need to avoid this one. And you don't have to feel guilty for whatever this attractive advance is. I said I knew that there was a woman. And this may not be a natural, but it says Carol. Aunt Carol is here. Interesting. Somebody did something to a child they should never have done. If you're not listening, Spirit's going to smack you and tell you, it's about time to reassess a friendship. You need to reassess things. You need to reevaluate the kind of people and situations that you find attractive, because you are inviting unwanted drama into your life at this time. So if you work with Spirit's energy, you're going to be able to resist these advances, because this is a manipulator. They have an agenda of their own. You will not be used. You will not be the one that somebody comes and takes advantage of if you are awake and listening to what Spirit's trying to tell you. Renunciation, sacrifice, offering, letting go. Well, let's hope that this isn't you. Because sometimes we have to let something go, and it might feel like a sacrifice, right? And we don't want to change. We resist changes. We don't want to make a choice. Remember, there's been so much procrastinating. But we have to make a choice. But again and again and again, you refuse to make this choice. But then you got to make another choice. Shit. We have to give up something. If you go to pick this up, if you picked up a ball in this hand, like a big ball, like this, I can't pick anything else up. My hand is full. I have to put one down in order to get the other. But you're not wanting to. Sacrifice is painful, but sometimes we do have to make sacrifices. And what we let go, there's a void, but the void has to be filled with something better. Whatever we let go of better be filled with something worth it. You know what's best in your heart. There's not going to be enough for everyone. Not enough time, not enough space, not enough love. And you're saying, no, that's not true. No, there isn't. It's an illusion. You have to choose. Remember yesterday, there's one that is your friend, but then there's one that's your lover. You can love them both, but you have to choose the one. We've had the two kittens. We keep getting the same messages. Right? Look, I gotta show you how these unrolled. Hold on, I just gotta show you. This is a trip. This is a trip. This is a trip. How these just fell out. I was gonna talk about that. You have the choice. You have to make it. One has to go. Heed wise counsel. Heed wise counsel. When you see the rain in the green, don't listen to your intuition. Listen to wise counsel. Someone is leaning on you. taking of your energy. They're a bully. You're not welcoming them. You're going to be getting wisdom as light as an owl's feather. It's going to come that easily. You're not going to have to search for it. Remember the tortoise that showed up in our driveway? For God's sake. Don't use that key to get that money. Something bursts back to life. Something you thought was dead comes back to life. Remember something you thought was dead? There's a man that's living in Mexico that everybody thinks is dead. I know that. I've seen him. So you're being manipulated and you have to make that choice. And here, there's something you need to give up. And it's precious. But you got to give it up and you can't be a victim. So remember the precious? Something that was precious. You have to give it up. Remember Gollum? He died going after that gold ring. He wanted that gold ring so bad. It distorted his brain. It made him crazy. He wanted that ring. If he gave up that precious, he wouldn't have died. But right now, going after that precious, that's all that's left of you is that one crystal. And that's all you need is that one crystal. The one that helps you see. That's all you need. This is angelite quartz. You need that one crystal. You have crystal eyes. That's what you need. If you're hearing this message, your compassion and your empathy is going to grow because of what you sacrifice. And you are strong enough to do this. But you haven't believed that. Because you haven't put yourself to the test, ever. But you can do it. You will do it. And you're going to see how strong you truthfully are. And if you refuse, because we all have free will, if you refuse, you doubt, I don't think I can do this. I'm too weak. Well, you have gone into your excuse world. That's where you have been hiding out, and that's your refuge. You're going to go back into your man cave, and you're going to stay there. Remember I said Merlin, I put the light on Merlin, and he didn't like it. It was uncomfortable. So I thought, okay, I'll just put a little bit of light on him so he's more comfortable. And then I thought, I need to get him a man cave. And Spirit told me, no. He needs the light. He needs to come out. He needs to stop being such a chicken shit. Fear of commitment. You need to stop being afraid. You maybe what you're holding on to is this black cord of protection so you don't have to commit. You keep yourself busy going after the gold. Keep yourself in your work, which is sucking the life out of you, and that connection that's unhealthy. Mom, Aunt Carol is here. Because you have a fear of commitment. Fear is false expectations appearing real. False evidence appearing real. If anyone else wants to ask a question, why is this happening? They have a fear of commitment. And then at 1 hour and 8 minutes in, we go to the CAVENSITE. Now this is the part that's interesting. I grabbed onto this crystal at the very end, and I heard, all you need is this one crystal. You're putting all the other ones down, and you just picking this one. Fell upon the ground. The one that fell. You're going to choose the one that fell. But I said one crystal. I needed more. I needed more than this in order to make the story come about so that you guys could choose. And I was shown to give CAVENSITE. The CAVENSITE, you see two crystals. Actually, this is probably granite, but pyrite and the blue CAVENSITE. One is fool's gold, which is a cheetah. Can you see it? God, I can see it again. I can see it instantly. Can you see him? So there's a cheetah and there's a blue star. And the cheetah has got two Selenite wands. Selenite protects and charges every other crystal. This isn't real gold, this is fool's gold, but it's stronger than gold. It's a protective energy. Now I'm going to show you. This is amazing what my higher self does. I made this for my twin. This says worthy. I am worthy. See all the diamonds all around him? And there he is, the dragon, holding on to this crystal ball. But that isn't him, that's me. This is the light. He has all these diamonds. This is what he wants. But the dragon comes out of a pyrite cave, which is fool's gold, but it's stronger than gold. It's a protective, spiritual energy. And I have a huge chunk of selenite to keep charging this cave, to keep him safe. This is, when I went to Sedona, I went through the 7 rivers. 7, you're on the right path. It will exceed your expectations. I went into a storm. Oh my God. There were 2 people riding horses in the back field. One was the one who was playing the drums in that song. The other one was his brother. The father came into the house and said, "Where is my daughter?" And the one that plays the drums said, "She said she was coming back." And the father said, "You were supposed to care for her. Now she's gone out into the storm." The storm, I went into Arizona. It was lightning. It was monsoon season right now. Lightning, thunder, everything. It was crazy. It was beautiful. I love that weather. It's monsoon season, so I want to go there. It's so beautiful. I went into the storm. As I was running through the storm, everyone was running back. It was warm. It was summer. But the storm was getting pretty gnarly. And people stopped me along the way and they said, aren't you worried about getting wet?" And I'm like, I'm in shorts, right? I'm soaked from head to toe. And I said, I don't think I could probably get too much wetter than I already am. And so I kept going. Everyone came back. And as I started going along, there was no one on the trail but me. But I was seeing the guardians. See this pottery here? This is Anasazi pottery. This is the ancient ones. Okay? I went through the trails and it started getting darker, you know, because the big caverns all around me. And I kept going and I started to see the guardians in the woods, the watchers in the woods. It was amazing. And then I started to get nervous because I saw dark energy too. The warriors were in the walls, the rocks. I saw them. You guys might think I'm nuts, and I don't care. If you do, then you're not supposed to hear these messages. I saw the guardians in the rocks. They were huge. I have pictures I could show you. They're amazing. I mean, I was so protected. I watched the watchers in the woods. I have a video of the watcher in the woods. If you guys know what a watcher is, it scared me, but I kept running. I mean, I started to run and I kept going. And then the storm started to calm down a little bit. Lightning was everywhere, crashing. I could hear it all around me. And I kept going and I got to the end and I saw a couple hikers. They were way back there too. And I said, they were on their way back though. And I said, how much further? And they said, only about 20 minutes. So I said, okay, cool. I'm going to go for it. And I got to the edge, to the very end, as far as I could go. And I looked into the river and I stood up above me. I wish I could show it to you guys right now. I'm looking for it as I talk. That's why I'm talking quietly. I got to the end of the river and I looked up and there was the giant Indian chief head looking down at me. And I bent down into the river and I said to the father, give me one gift from the river, just one. I don't take much from Sedona, and when you take anything, you have to give back. So I reached down and I got this. And you can see this is a cat's face, and he's got crystal eyes. He has crystal eyes. He's this cat, and he has crystal eyes. And I looked at him and I said, shoot, his ear's broken, right? His eye's blown open. His eye's blown open and his ear's broken is what I thought. And I said, he's got one psychic antenna that's hearing, but he's not listening. But I sat one day and I made this up, and I realized after I put it together, his eyes have been opened now. Because he's got his ear listening to the ancient ones. He's not listening to the rainbow confusion. He's not listening to anything that's getting him off his track. He's listening to the ancient ones. Where's our stone? So the blue CAVENSITE. I had everything organized, you guys, sorry, and I just moved it to look for something else. There it is. Why did we choose blue CAVENSITE and the cheetah? Okay, blue is the truth, right? Blue is definitely about speaking your truth. And it talks about major life changes. It helps you let go of faulty thinking and be comfortable in your own actions and knowing that you are making the right choice. It helps you make sense of previous experiences in your life or the life lessons that have been really hard for you in the past, and helps you deal with them optimistically. And you're happy to do it. It helps you connect with spirit, right? We're going to the light here. It helps you remember information that you get when you're on your spiritual journeys and bring that information from, like what I got last night, helps you bring that into this world. Remember his faithful companion, Falada, the horse? I'm coming at you like a dark horse. She remained half in this world and half in the other world. But their connection never ended. They were always connected. They fed each other information. They were best friends. Remember when I said, where's the message we got about making your spirit your home? This one. Remember? I see that as selenite. And the puffy, how it's kind of puffy in the blue sky. When you see selenite, it's like puffy clouds. They resemble puffballs. This is all coming together. They are able to help you in assisting healing your body and open your heart chakra. And remember, this takes you back to spirit to help you remember who you truthfully are, where you came from, so that you can go back to that truth of yourself. This will help you access your Akashic records, the truth of who you are. This brings you to the etheric. It's very comforting. It's very calming. It helps you heal from grief and loss. It helps relieve your stress. It is a stone of truth to accept yourself as you are and for you to allow others to be who they are. It's not for us to change others, but you need to see who you are and accept yourself as you are. This brings you, you know the violet ray? This brings you to the blue ray. The blue ray. The purest one. This helps with your throat chakra. This helps you speak. This helps you express yourself and communicate, but it also helps spirit communicate through you. It heals your eyes, so that the eye that got blown open, so that you can see again. The throat, the kidneys, your bladder. If you get, it's interesting because I get, I know when spirit's speaking to me when I get the message in my ear, but some people have ringing in their ears. It helps with that. Anything to do with your third eye, your throat chakra, and your eyes, this is beneficial for. Helps for meditation, clearly, because it's going to bring you to a place where you need to find peace of mind, right? You need to get quiet. You're going to get rid of all of the outside unnecessary stuff. If you're having difficulty sleeping, this will also help. But mostly it's about major life changes that you seem to be resisting. So I called in this crystal to aid. Now, the pyrite we also know, right? The dragon has the crystal ball, which is showing you what you need to see. It's not these that you need. All you have is that one crystal. And that one crystal is your eyes. You need to open up your eyes. You're going to take the one crystal that's yours, that one egg that belongs to you. I saw that person pick up that egg and say, I want to take this crystal. That's yours. You take that. Other people that don't, whatever it means to you, I don't know what it means to you. It's for you to figure it out. But the cheetah, I saw a cheetah. He's the fastest runner. And his leg was broken. He couldn't run, and they kept him in. They were trying to protect him, but he wanted to run. So here we see the cheetah in between those Selenite wands with the blue star. Follow your true north. The cheetah says, let go of other people's issues and focus on your own. Stop trying to please everyone. I told you I work with my animals and I work with the crystals of the earth. They're my freaking favorite. And music. And all three came in today, didn't they? And my dreams. Those are the ones. So the most important thing right now, you think about the cheetah, is to move quickly. Act with speed and focus and keep your eye on the prize. Act. Move. Do it. Cheetah. There you are. You are protected. You are balanced. If you pay attention to the blue star. Let go of their issues. They're not your issues. You don't have to go and pack for that guilt trip. You don't have to go to that pity party. You don't have to go to the war. Right now, you're supposed to keep your eye on the prize. Act. All of this procrastination needs to stop. Speed and focus. Now's the time. Spirit said, we'll let you know. Sometimes we got to extend ourselves a little bit. Sometimes there's a risk in order to reach what it is that we're after. And that's what the cheetah talks about. The cheetah doesn't run for a long, long time. They run very, very fast, short distances. So you need to run really quick out of somewhere, fast. But you don't go far. You got to pick up your dream, pick up your wish, and go. Because the great wave is here. Cheetah's reminding you things are moving with great speed. That's why the finch showed up. And you need to keep yourself focused in the direction that you're going and on your goal in order to achieve your dreams. You're going to have to focus on all aspects of your plan, but you're probably going to have to be flexible because the cheetah is able to move, right? And quickly and switch directions. I thought I was going to Sedona, but I saw the rain and the green, and that said, heed wise counsel. That's not where you're supposed to go. Okay. Where did Merlin say? Merlin said, go to the mountain with the tablets. They'll show us where now I said Shasta, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's where I'm supposed to go now. Go to the mountain with the tablets. What do the tablets represent? Maybe you're holding tablets. Go to the mountain with those tablets. Remember when he picked something up? I saw him pick something up in that fire. I thought it was a family photo album. It was books. You go to the mountain with those. You take that. Focus on the plan. Make sure you're flexible. Get clear with what your intentions are and what you're trying to create. Don't spread yourself too thin because you're trying to do too many things. Remember, keep it simple. Okay? I'm not going to go into what the message of cheetah is as far as because they're very empathetic. Because it's going to, well, maybe I should because I don't want you to get involved and get confused. Because the cheetah is very empathetic. They know how to respond to other people's pain and hurt and suffering. And that's how they're able to be manipulated. That's how, because they're going to use that. They're going to use the crocodile tears. They're manipulating you. Remember who Aunt Carol is. She's a man-eater. So, if you are the cheetah, yes, you know how to respond to pain and suffering, but you are also fearless in the art of tough love. And you can tell it as it is. You can do it without hurting anyone, but you also respond instantly to the opportunities and the dangers. And right now, that's dangerous, that alliance, and so is the cougar at your door. With a cheetah, the problem with the cheetah is they tend to be too solitary, and they're very choosy who they bond with. So who is the cheetah supposed to trust at this time? The wish that's been neglected. That fish knows where to go. You know where to go. You go to where there is love, to where there is true friendship. You go to where there is spirit, where there is light. You follow. You get off your pillar. Remember that pillar that one was leaning on for support? You leave that pillar of support You heed wise counsel. You don't listen to what you think that you're supposed to do. And where is Merlin? You make the choice. You drop the one. You know where you're meant to go. You stop allowing yourself to have it be taken advantage of. That's sucking the life out of you. You remember that what was once dead is going to burst back to life. You don't go. You don't take the money. You don't take the money. This is the wisdom that comes to you. Where is Merlin? Where is Merlin? Merlin needs to show up. That's why I can't find Merlin. Where is Merlin? Where are you, Merlin? Merlin fell on the ground. The crystal that fell on the ground is Merlin. You follow the light. Bittersweet farewell. Look at this one holding on to their dragon. Now, it's good that we got this. Actually, we got this in reverse. We got this one in reverse. I put it backwards. So this was in reverse. Now, in the upright, you're saying goodbye to your dragon. The dragon that's in that pyrite cave. This has already happened. Because we now have the resurrection. So, here, these are ones that love each other. They can't bear to be parted. I'm going to show you something else. I'm trying to get things in order here. I've got stuff all over the place. Focus, Sherry. You thought it was dead. The dragon. You're working with this dragon. Whatever this dragon represents to you guys, everybody has a different story. Okay? But they're saying farewell. They have to complete a mission. They want to be together. They have been together lifetimes. And it's awful to say goodbye. These lovers, they're separating. And what they have to do, their work can't include each other. He's a knight, and he has to go out, and she's the priestess, and she has to go within. But they're going to be brought together again. So what's happening right now is, since we got this in reverse, this has already happened. This is what we've gone through. This, now for you guys, for everybody, there's many different ways. I know what this means for us. But this is about lovers that find it difficult to be separated, friends that don't want to leave one another, travelers that have met and they have to go separately for a time. It's bittersweet because the separation, they have to go, but there's so much love there. This is about lovers that so longed for one another, and yet they were in deep sadness as well. But the message is that these lovers are about to be reunited. It might mean that there's a part of your own soul that has been missing that's now coming back to you. A part of you that's longing to come back. A relationship that you've been longing for, that your soul has recognized the mirror. Your soul recognized the mirror. You may not have recognized the mirror. You didn't see them for who they were. You were in this beautiful place, sad, longing for something. You didn't recognize one another. Because the magician appears like so many different people. This prince, this frog prince, I got a message this morning about this prince. There was somebody wrote me a note, and he kept writing me, and I was trying to get ready, and he sent me a video. It was this. I wonder if I can do this. This is long reading, yes, but it's all important. Oh, come on, get out of the way. He sent me this video. See that little frog in the dish? I looked at those fingers and I said, I know those hands. That prince that jumped into that water, I know those hands, those fingers. So the prince jumped into the water. That's what I saw. I said, oh, what did I say? I have to listen to what I said because it's my higher self, and when I do it, I don't quite know what's coming. I said, ah, and he said, precious. Remember the precious that you need to leave behind? Precious, one that didn't evolve. This one didn't change. And I said, what? Question. He said, evolution, frog, ape, human. Whoever this prince, the one from the drug house, Prince Charming. And I said, laugh out loud, got it. He was meant to stay that way forever. He's not turning into a prince. Not that frog, not that precious, the one that they took from the drug house. He was meant to stay that way forever. Evolution, frog, ape, human. Got it. He was meant to stay that way forever. That one you're supposed to leave behind. So now, it might be that you need to love yourself. Find what your soul has been crying out for. Nurture it. Feed it with your own love. Rather than expecting someone else to bring it to life. Do you understand that? He was meant to stay that way. You need to love yourself and bring it to life. What your soul has been longing for. These ones, they love each other so much. They're meant to be together. They're saying goodbye. The separation. But there's hope. Sometimes we meet someone and we know that we're going to be together, but there's going to be times of necessary separation. Sometimes there's somebody who's feels like they're perfect for us, right? And then we lose them, but the lose is like air quotes. We think we've lost them. But there's nothing lost about this situation. It's perfect. And the sadness of you parting with this one will be balanced with this soul, this new soul love. This deep, deep, truly romantic love. There's a difference. This was in the upright. This was in the upright. I'm not twisting these around. That was in reverse. This was in the upright. This is... I don't like seeing the messages before I'm meant to see them. Frustrates me. The listener. Sacred silence. So clearly we're going to be listening in a different way. That's a moth. Those are moths. 1, 2, 3 moths. Ascended masters. That's not a butterfly. Like a moth to the flame, I fell in love with a woman with another man's name. The one that plays the drums wrote that song. So, right now, this one is lost in thought, it looks to me. The colors are harvest. The colors are grounding and the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra. And there's passion up above. But the tiger's eye is on her third eye. Tiger's eye. A tiger's eye. Tiger's eye. Why the tiger's eye? Perspective. Okay, because we got to see things from a different perspective. Tiger's eye. So basically when the spirit listener comes forward, they're telling you that you've missed something. Because you haven't been able to find that quiet time, that quiet space. You haven't been able to go into that still space to hear your highest light. Sometimes you need to be quiet and listen. Sometimes people get lost in the words and forget the feelings. So this one talks about the sacred silence. I'm thinking about walking through the forest with my Uncle Phil in the fall when it was damp and the leaves were on the ground and it was so quiet. Even us walking didn't make a noise. It was so quiet. There was so much that we saw and so much that we picked up. So many things we noticed. So many messages we got. So this one here, she's learned how to listen, how to get quiet. She needs to be taken away from the city. She needs to be taken away from all the noise and the hustle and bustle of everyday life. She needs to go deep into the forest so the soul can speak and so she can hear the truth. She knows how to listen. She knows how to turn down the stress and the social stuff and all that outside chatter, all of that, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This. The chattering, the nattering. She needs to get away from all of that. She knows how to go there. So right now, you need this. We started with this and we're ending with this. Quiet. Soft, quiet noise. Soft noise, like this. Like rain. That kind of noise, like the creeks. Like the sound of the water. Or the birds. Animal noises. Just those kind of noises. Maybe right now you're increasingly sensitive, like I am. Loud noises really bother me right now. Maybe you're trying to figure out what's going on. Or maybe you're trying to decide, what the hell way am I supposed to go? One thing after another is like clawing at you. People wanting you to do this, wanting you to do that. Messages after message, your phone keeps going off. One bill after another. We're entering Mercury retrograde. We need to do this before Mercury hits. We need a peaceful time out to contemplate on our dream. And for some reason, we still have this thing floating around our minds that we think it's impossible, but it's not impossible. We need to go into meditation. So these ones that can't bear to be apart, that love one another, there's going to be a resurrection. But I think that there's going to be, this has to happen first. This is about a soul journey, a retreat. Creating a space to connect with our soul. You can be doing meditations within your own sanctuary, your own garden. But if you don't have that kind of space, if you don't have this kind of space, if you've got this, or if you've got this, people leaning on you, or if you've got this, you need to heed wise counsel, not listen to what your monkey mind is telling you. You need to sacrifice something in order to seek the wisdom of your soul. And you need to go into this peaceful space where you can hear the truth. This is really interesting to me because this artwork, the person who draws this, she named it The Secret of the Phoenix. And this is the Phoenix rising. You're going to understand who your phoenix is, what your phoenix is. If you put the tiger's eye over your third eye so that you can gain the proper perspective, it's warm, it's healing, it's the cat's eye. The cat's eye is able to see in the dark. You use the tiger's eye when you're not sure of what it is for you. It magnifies things for you in that way. If you're looking for balance and harmony in your life and you feel like you're losing control of something, or you're part of yourself because you're so busy trying to fit everything in, it helps release your fears and your anxieties and gives you the courage and strength and your self-confidence to tackle what you know you need to tackle and accomplish the goals. Get focused and creative. It's going to fill you with confidence and enthusiasm. It's going to remind you of your own self-worth, because you've had all of this going on. It's going to remind you that you are the magician, but in the upright. You are the wise one. You were always connected to the light. You fell on the floor, but you're back, and you are the magician. You're following the light. The tiger's eye is going to help you do that. It's going to fill you with confidence and optimism. And anything that you think you're lacking, it's going to remove that. This is all about self-worth. Look at the color. I am worthy. I can do anything I set my mind to. Remember the colors. You got to pay attention to the colors. It's going to amplify the proper things and heal the negative things. If you've got mental confusion, disorders, it helps resolve mental conflicts, clears anything up that makes it foggy. Any toxins, it's going to mentally activate you in a very loving, peaceful way. It also helps with financial flow. So stop stressing over the financial issues. Your last message, take time to meditate. There you go. We started with it, we end with it. And at 1 hour and 42 minutes, I'm going to let you guys go. I love you.